transgender sports guidelines. What's your perspective on the letter that was sent?
Well, you know what our perspective is. We are out to look after women, girls, to stand up for safety and to stand up for fairness. And they're the majority of the population and somebody has to defend them.
What do you make of the criticism that's been levelled in the government's direction over this?
Well, it's the kind of foolish down the rabbit hole, indefensible position that some blinded elitists take, but it's not our position.
What role did New Zealand First have in securing this position?
The total role, as you well know, so why ask that silly question?
Well, I know that you've obviously got a commitment in the coalition.
No.
But is
Why
that
do you? No.
different?
Look, this is a serious business. Why ask such a silly question? What role did we have? We promised it, and we've delivered it.
Now, the separate commitment in the coalition agreement around funding, are you confident that that's been fulfilled?
It will be, yes.
How so?
Stand back and watch.
Mr. Peters, what would you say to a trans athlete that wants to, in their community sport, compete in the gender that they believe that they would like to be assigned? And what would you say to that person?
Well, is it fair? Is it balanced? Do women have rights? Do girls have rights? Do they have a right to feel safe? Or if you're going to introduce unfairness, then the answer is no. We're not against anybody. We're just for some things like safety and fairness.
We're just talking about community sport, though, Mr. Peters. We're not talking about high.
No. Everybody that seeks to be an All Black starts in community sport. Everybody wants to go to the top team, whether it's soccer, whether it's rugby league, whether it's rugby, whether it's basketball. Always starts in community sport. So the rules should not be different. Right.
Sorry, Mr. Peters, on changes or proposed changes to voter enrolment. What do you make of the proposed changes? Do you think that it will be?
We agree with them because when you go on a campaign, you should know who your constituency is. And people are turning up on election day with no idea what the campaign was all about. We don't no idea who they are. We don't know how to talk politics to them or to make them part of the electoral process, and yet seemingly they are able to vote. That can't be right.
That sounds like
We are entitled to know who we're voting for. As voters, we're entitled to know what the voters think about us because we know who they are and we talk to them. Otherwise, what's a campaign about?
Would you be campaigning to people who are eligible to vote over 18, or are you suggesting that you should just be campaigning to people who are already enrolled to vote? I'm just trying to understand.
Well, if they can't vote and you've got a hall full of non-voters, then you've wasted a terrible amount of time and a terrible amount of money, haven't you?
What would be your response to the criticism that this could mean fewer New Zealanders are able to exercise their right to vote? That this places
That
barriers?
is balderdash. And people who say that know nothing about a thing called democracy and how special the freedom and the rights to vote are and should be. People gave their lives for it. And if you can't, in 3 years, get out and enroll, 13 days out, then there's something wrong with you.
What about people who might move house during
They're all
covered.
covered. That's all. That's all covered off. The electoral rules cover all those things off. I can assure you. I was involved in the biggest electoral petition this country's ever seen, and know all the rules like that.
And under the proposed changes, though, those people that might move house in that 12-day period may not have their details are not updated. Their electorate vote will not be counted. What do you make of that?
Well, you just made a statement that's not legally correct. Full stop.
Could you
Because they
discuss the
still
legal-
keep their old enrolment whilst they're acquiring a new enrolment entitlement. That's the law.